So only Protoss remain, only Protoss. So Skillers, he will qualify. We have Mana versus Jumi, we have SOS versus PAPI, and the winner of those matches face off against each other, and then up against Cristiano. Cristiano, if you're a fan, he's still in the tournament, he's still in the qualifier. He still has a chance. But we'll get there as we have a plethora of PvPs ahead of us. This is a fresh best of 3, a fresh series. Let's jump in. Let us jump on in. Low brackets, semifinals. Okay. As we are setting up our players. I do apologize if the team names are a little bit incorrect. They will be ready. They'll be good to go for game number 2. But spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. It is PAPI. Hey, PAPI, let's go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is SOS. And again, we still have plenty more matches ahead of us, plenty more matches to come. Again, congratulations to Skillers for being the first player to qualify for the main event happening in Poland. Again, it's going to be an $8,000 tournament, $8,000 prize pool. So Skillers will be the first to make it through. We're here to determine the second player. Again, Cristiano, he has some downtime. Cristiano, he's waiting in the qualifying match for either one of 4 players. It's going to be Cristiano versus either SOS or PAPI or Mana and Jumi. So Mana, Jumi, SOS, PAPI, they're all fighting against each other to find out which one of them will play against Cristiano in the next round, or in the qualifying match. Meanwhile, if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our Protoss versus Protoss matchup. Let's go. It is Gamba time. It's time to Gamba, PAPI. Let's go. As the PvP is underway. And no proxies, by the way. We do see SOS going for the gate cyber expand. Greedy build here by SOS. Again, if you're watching SOS versus Skillers earlier today in this broadcast, then you would know that SOS went for this build every game, and every game Skillers punished. Every game Skillers went for a 1-base all-in, and he punished this build. Again, this is very greedy out of SOS, and if PAPI also went for a 1-base all-in, he could punish this, but checking the vision here, PAPI, he's aware, and he does have a probe on the map. He has to make a choice. Do we go for the reactive pylon? Do we react with a pylon? Or does he expand? The probe is caught. The probe is caught out. If the plan was to proxy SOS, he's on the hunt. Yeah, he's chasing down the probe. PAPI, does he expand? 2 more gates, 1-base all-in. Okay, 1-base all-in here out of PAPI. No proxy, so it's going to be a delayed all-in. This is going to favor SOS. On the one hand, SOS, he's vulnerable to all-ins. That is true, 100%. Like, SOS is vulnerable, but this is a bit of a shaky execution. It's a little bit shaky from PAPI. It's delayed. The longer this goes on, the better it is for SOS. Like, PAPI's going to send it. And here it comes. Here comes the pylon for eventual reinforcements. Hallucination does confirm the pylon's position. SOS knows. And SOS, he is going to be opening up 3 gates. So 3 gates set up here. Into delayed robo. Going for the sentries. Shield batteries ready. PAPI moving in. Does move in. Doesn't quite. Oh god, nice force fields. It was 3, but does get a stalker. Was an expensive stalker. Costing 3 force fields, and here we go. Remember, we can warp in 4 stalkers at a time. It's a 1-base 4-gate all-in, no blink. Takes down a sentry, gets 1, gets 2. 2 sentries, 2 stalkers. Going for the 3rd sentry, will not get it. Extra warp-ins are on the way. He's trying to break through. Trying. Shield batteries are out of energy. He's trying not to get caught out by the sentries, by the force fields. Force field does miss him. Barely. Barely does miss. Ooh, diving on forward. Gets a stalker. Gets 1. Gets 2. Boys are being pulled. They're a little bit late. Stalkers are being targeted down. And is it going to be enough? He's got 8 stalkers. There's 1 stalker left. Can he break through? 1 more foley. Another Stalker does warp in. Boys, they do surround. Oh, we're running out of Stalkers, running out of steam. And down to a handful of Stalkers left. 4 Stalkers remaining. More reinforcements have arrived. Gets us around. Takes down the sentry. Down to 5 Stalkers. Down to 5. Getting back up to 6. Oh, gets surrounded. Brittle lost there for PAPI. Does get surrounded. More shield barriers are on the way. Again, it's still very close. He's getting locked down. And shield barriers down. Yeah, GG gets called. PAPI runs out of steam. And SOS, he will take game number 1. GG. Again, the longer the game went on, the worse it was. And PAPI was bleeding out so many Stalkers there. So many Stalkers did fall. And with that, PAPI taps out. He does tap out. As he did lose momentum, did lose too many. And with that, GG. GG, well played. We're now getting into our next game. And we'll see if SOS can get away with the greed again. Or if PAPI can punish. Remember, we're expecting SOS to be greedy. We're expecting these more economic builds. We're expecting Gate, Cyber, Expand every game out of SOS. And PAPI was not. That's why it was a bit of a shaky, like, one base all in. That's why it was delayed. We'll see how he does set up. Yo, shout out to este Paquito in the chat. God, PAPI God. Shout out to Paco Mike. Este Paquito. Buenos días. Good to see you. Como siempre. Good to see you. Este Paquito. So now getting into game numero 2. Meanwhile, we just got an update. We just got an update here, and Mana takes down Jumi 2-0. So Jumi goes down. Jumi is out of the qualifier, and Mana does advance on, and he is waiting for the winner of this series. So we have the gauntlet lined up. Again, the PvP gauntlet. Gauntlet is ready. Here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Maganatha, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss player himself. The Polish Protoss down in the series. We'll see if he bounces back. We'll see if he can make a series out of this and force the ace match. It is PAPI. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is SOS. Here we go. As SOS is setting up his gateway on the high ground. Probe moves out. Again, we're expecting, I'm hoping that PAPI does go for the proxy pylon and does set up for a one base all in. But we'll see. See how he does open up. There we go, 2-gate opener. Meanwhile, yep, gates. Oh, actually, 2-gate opener out of SOS. Okay. SOS, he does mix it up. On a larger map like Maganatha, I'm caught by surprise. But PAPI confirms. PAPI does confirm, which means we can just get ready and get into a longer game. So we have mirrored builds, 2-gate opener from both SOS and PAPI. Este PAPI. Is he related to Paquito? Maybe. It's possible. So now they're setting up. So far we have our second pylon in the main base for both players, so no proxies, no shenanigans. Both players are aware as well. They're aware of the pylons. We see PAPI on patrol, looking to delay the expansion. Does get the pylon down. We'll delay a little bit further. And PAPI can be the first to expand. Oh, there it is. Nexus is thrown down, slightly faster than the base of SOS. As you can see, SOS is banking up a lot. He's banking up to 500 minerals, 550, 560 even. So very, or I say very late by a couple of seconds. So an inefficient start here by SOS. A nice little opener here from PAPI. Not the biggest of deals, of course, but does force some inefficiencies. Does force a delay. Both players taking up into their Twilight Councils, both players working towards Blink. Hallucination moves out. Here we go. Just confirming. Gets eyes on the text, sees a Twilight Council, sees it researching as well. There is a chance that one of the players might try to rush into a Dark Shrine. So it's going to be on both SOS and PAPI to make sure that does not happen. To make sure there's no crazy Dark Shrine setup here. It does confirm that there's research on the Twilight Council as well. Everything so far looking mirrored. When it comes to our setup here, we do see that SOSC does warp in a couple of Adepts. 2 Adepts, they can one-shot probes, so they will threaten the bases of PAPI. This nation does barely get a glimpse of the Adepts. Once again, just checking behind the mineral line, making sure there's no hidden tech. Looking for a faster third, does find the Adepts. Does find them. And will chase them down. And likewise on the Adept does full. So far we're keeping it. Yeah, we're keeping it with each other. A big shout to Kanoya in the chat. God, I mean, thanks so much. Thanks so much for the raid. Hope you had a great time casting. Hope you had a great time casting. Hope everything's okay on your end. Again, the match here is happening on the NA server. I know that the other matches are happening on Europe. So I hope you had a great time covering the event and casting in French, of course. Kanoya recently covering and casting quite a lot in the French language. So thank you so much. Hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a good cast. Get some rest, baby. Get some rest. Meanwhile, SOS does blink into the main. Yeah, he blinks in. Does leave one Stalker behind. It was a bit of an awkward blink. But that's going to be 5 probes going down. Nicely done. And so far, hasn't lost any Stalkers. Does go for the recall. And he will preserve every single Stalker at the same time. Adepts a shade into the natural. 7, 8 probe kills. And this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. 9 workers going down. Ay, ay, ay. SOS just pulling PAPI apart. Doesn't lose a single Stalker, loses 1 Adept for 9 probes. Well worth it. Well worth for SOS. Behind this, claiming his own 3rd base, working up towards Blink +1. Blink, sorry, Charge +1. Gateway Explosion as well. That's a lot of gateways. Setting up his gates. And soon moving out. I'll give a shout out to Kanoya in the chat. /shout. Beautiful. PAPI moves in. Does move in. Does catch a couple of Stalkers. That's not so many force shields turned down from both sides. But PAPI does get a pylon. Trying to push into the mineral line. SOS does have that massive economic lead. So it's on PAPI to try to break through. Not quite able to. Gets 1 probe. 1 probe goes down. PAPI does pull away. And that's what he's holding. He's holding his own. He's holding his defending. Again, he has been taking up. This is going to be a late charge out of PAPI. Ay, ay, ay. There's going to be a big window in time here where one player has charge over his opponent. SOS is pushing out. Prism is on the way. That's the first sign here that he's going to commit. So we can reinforce across the map. SOS, yeah, he sees the army. He knows. He does have eyes on PAPI. As he's within range of the Zelnaga tower. He's keeping up with the rotations. Zealot at the same time towards the expansions. PAPI, can he force a cancel? It looks like he will. Yeah, there's a cancel. Force a recall. Yeah, Zelce did not get across the map. Oh, actually, yeah, they did not get across. Bases are safe. Nice pick off there from PAPI. Denies the fourth. Or I should say delays. Delays the fourth base. But SOS does have the larger army. Getting us a massive Zealot lead. He's got 17 Zealots, 2 Archons. Even Stalker count, even Immortal count. But without Archons, these Zealots, they can just overwhelm. And we do see PAPI out of position. And Zealots, they peel off into the mineral line. SOS is here to catch out the main army. Probes are falling. PAPI does not flinch. More Zealots rolling in. PAPI forced to respond, and he's pushing up a ramp into SOS. Yeah, the trap has been set. And SOS is ready, just zoning away the main army. More Zealots popping up. The Immortal does survive. I do feel like SOS... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say he isn't setting enough. He does commit. Charges and move up the ramp. We have Archons waiting though. One Archon is targeted. Zealots take collapse on the main army. More Zealots going to be filing in, and GG gets caught. Yeah, PAPI just caught out of position, and SOS, he will snowball out of control, taking the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Congratulations, SOS. He will claim the series. He will advance on. Again, PAPI, he had some opportunities, especially game one. Unfortunately, game one, it was just a really awkward one-base all-in because he was forced to set up back at home and he had to delayed proxy pylon across the map because he got scouted. So a bit of an awkward one-base all-in game one. Here in game two, we were able to embrace the mid-game at least a little bit more, but SOS, he was able to just wreak havoc with the Adept harass, with the Stalker harass as well. He had a much stronger kind of setup coming into the mid game because he was ahead economically, and that led into a larger army, right? So led into a larger army, led into the faster upgrade timing as well. GG, well played with that. SOS, he was just all over PAPI, and with that, we're getting into our next series. We're going to be following SOS to face, or into his next round to face off against Mana. Let's go. Let us go. As you can see here, we have actually, I'll clean this up a little bit. Let's have a look. Interact. Bam. There we go. So as you can see here, again, Skillus, who was the first player to qualify for the offline event. He's the first player through from the upper bracket, and Cristiano, he has a lot of downtime. Cristiano, he's been patiently waiting, and he still has some time to wait here, waiting for the winner of SOS and PAPI, which just wrapped up. Now we see SOS go up against Mana, then into Cristiano. So non-stop PvP gauntlet here. Mana, of course, is just took down Jumi to make it through as well. So all the PvPs.